Many people use Microsoft Excel for managing their mailing lists. This is fine, but there are some idiosyncrasies with Excel and mailing lists you should be aware of. The goal of this video is to help you avoid costly mistakes by demonstrating some common pitfalls. The first issue is sorting without expanding. By default, Excel will expand a selection to all contiguous columns. That is, if you sort a column of data, like this number column, then the columns next to it will also sort. If you choose not to expand the selection like this, the column you selected will sort, but the columns next to it will not. In this example, it's easy to see the problem. The rows no longer match up. When you are dealing with data like a mailing list, it is very hard to detect this error. Let's do the same thing now, just with real data. You want to sort your mailing list alphabetically by last name. Select the last name column and hit Sort and Filter. Sort A to Z, and a sort warning dialog box appears and defaults to expand the selection. This is correct. We want to expand the selection and hit Sort. There, our list is in alphabetical order by name. Everything is good. Let's go back and see what happens when we don't expand the selection. Once again, select the last name column and hit Sort and Filter. Sort A to Z. A sort warning dialog box appears and defaults to expand the selection. But this time, let's pick Continue with Current Selection. We hit Sort. Now, the name column is in alphabetical order, but every other column is in the original order. This would be a disaster for your mailing. The names would no longer match up to the addresses. The mail will deliver because the addresses are fine, but the names will be wrong. This is a very easy mistake to make and hard to catch after it's been done. This next issue is a sorting problem that happens when you have a blank column in the middle of your data. The sort feature in Excel by default expands your sort selection to all contiguous columns. That is, all columns that are not blank and connected to the column you selected. Here in this example, I have columns A, B, and D with data in them, and column C with nothing. No data, no header. I'm going to sort column B and expand the selection like normal. There, the selection did not continue past column C, and the data is out of order. Again, it's obvious in this example, but let's look at it with real data. Here's our mailing list that I want to sort alphabetically by last name. I click Sort and Filter, Sort A to Z, expand the selection, and hit Sort. But there's a problem. Only the first and last name columns sorted, but nothing else did. The columns are connected, so it should have expanded to all the other columns, but it didn't. Why? The answer is we have a column C that was squished down so much that we couldn't see it. It was blank, so it stopped the sort from expanding. This could have been a huge problem if we didn't catch it. This can also occur if there are hidden columns that are blank as well. To avoid this issue, delete any blank columns. Also, check to see if you have any hidden columns by selecting everything, the box in the top left corner, going to Format, Hide and Unhide, and select Unhide Columns. If you want to have blank columns in your data, you can put a header on top of the column you want to keep blank, and then the sort will work as expected. Let's look at another type of problem that can happen when you are working on your mailing list with Excel. Here I have 3 columns of data. I want to insert this cell into the correct space in this letter column. I select the cell, click Cut, right-click the cell I want to change, and choose Insert Cut Cells. Here you can see the mistake I made. By inserting the cell instead of pasting, it pushed everything down in that cell one row. Let's look at how this could happen and how to avoid it with mailing list data. For this example, I have 2 lists. One list is my mailing list, and the other is a list of updated addresses. What I want to do is copy the new address for Kathleen and paste it over her old address on my original mailing list. I select the rows containing her new address information, right-click and hit copy. Go back to my original mailing list and select Kathleen's old address. Right-click and select Insert Copied Cells. A dialog box appears that defaults to Shift Cells Down, and I click OK. Here's the problem. Everything looks fine, but I have just ruined the order of every address below Kathleen. If I scroll down to the bottom, you can see how the last address is pushed into another row. What will happen now if I use this mailing list is all of the names will not match the addresses, an expensive mistake. For this specific example, I should simply select the new address, right-click and select Copy, then go back to my original mailing list and select the cells I want to replace. Then, right-click and select the first simple paste. There. If I scroll down to the bottom, we can see that the list has not shifted. There are many different ways to insert and manipulate data in Excel, so this method may not be the best solution for your specific list and needs. I simply want to point out an issue to be mindful of. Thank you for watching this video presented by Mailing Pros Incorporated. If you have any questions about mailing lists or the services we offer in general, please contact us on our website at www.mailingprosinc.com or call us at 714-892-7251. Thank you.